Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lens Island. Today we're going to walk through beginner to mid-level game in the order that I feel works best for most players. We did some beginner tips in the last video, so for this one we're going to dive a little deeper into things like weapons, armor, crafting, upgrades, and preparing for your first dungeon. Someone commented in our last video about the fact that islands or worlds are procedurally generated in this game, and that is a correct statement. So unless you're using my exact seed, things will look similar but not identical. I played through a few different islands so far, and everything is pretty much the same on the starter area in standard mode. All the topics in this video will still pertain to you. They just might not be in the exact same placement on the map, but if it's not, things will still be very easy to find. Thanks Hangar Pilot for pointing that out. It's a great note and I appreciate it, truly. So let's dive right in. The first thing you should focus on before entering your first dungeon is upgrading your pickaxe, your wood axe, make a watering can, update your sword, make a shield, leveling up the town, definitely upgrading your backpack, and getting your workbench to tier 2. I suggest doing this before anything else. I know the game sort of guides you towards the first dungeon early on, but we're not going to do that. If you focus on the items that I mentioned, it'll make navigating around the world much easier, and your first 2 dungeons a breeze. Not that they're super difficult to begin with, but the extra damage and armor definitely isn't going to hurt. Iron will be your standard material for a bit until all of our tools get upgraded. In the last video, we had you entering the mines for your first adventure. Well, you guessed it, that's where iron can be found. Bring lots of wood and fiber, and then head to where the children yearn to be. The first mine entrance can be found in the center of town. Take a bit of time here, repair bridges, use the charcoal to light lanterns along the way, and just mine. Charcoal can be found mixed in with regular stone nodes, so if you don't have some when you first come in, you'll be able to find it quickly. You'll be able to tell the difference in what nodes have charcoal by hovering over the rock with your cursor. You'll see what looks like little balls mixed in with the stone. That's your charcoal. You'll mix out on stone and charcoal pretty quickly, so even if your inventory is full, keep searching. You'll get it. Occasionally you'll see special areas that might be hard to reach. Unlike dungeons, you can build a platform with a set of steps to reach higher places. They have story notes, chests, or highlighted clickable objects. Those are unlockable decorative items or craftables, and sometimes you'll even find a few coins. If it's an area you have no intention on coming back to, feel free to demolish those build items and get the materials back. They might come in useful, like for other places if you run out of wood. After you've gathered an abundance of iron and more iron, we're going to head home. But quick note before that, if you're having a hard time holding the right mouse button down to see around the mines, you can enter build mode and look around to see all of the landscape way easier. With that said, follow your lighted path and head back to town. Once you're home, you might want to upgrade your base a bit because we'll be filling it up with new crafting stations pretty quickly. You don't want to be cramped up, right? Your first point of order is crafting the anvil. This will let you upgrade your items and unlock blueprints for the remainder of the game. At this point, you should have enough iron to upgrade almost everything we talked about at the beginning of the video, so grab your pickaxe, drag it on your anvil, and upgrade that bad boy. You can quickly clear your anvil by double-clicking on your newly crafted item. We'll want to upgrade our wood axe, so navigate to the tools section of your inventory, drag it over to the anvil, and upgrade that sucker too. We'll be building crop plots in the near future, and the watering can will be necessary. Blueprints can be unlocked by doing the same as upgrading your tools, drag it to the anvil, and hold upgrade. Next, we'll be upgrading our sword. Now that you're seeing why it was so important to grab all of that iron early on, it keeps from having to make several trips back to the mines. Next, we'll be heading to the workbench to upgrade our backpack. You'll quickly find out that we're missing 2 key requirements: tanned leather and, of course, gold. Leather can be crafted in the campfire and requires animal skin. You can see all the crafting recipes on the right in blue. The campfire can be fueled with several resources, the easiest being wood. So, how do we get animal fur, you ask? Well, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is it's on this island. The bad news is that it's not the greatest to get. Sometimes you get lucky and a stag will be trapped on a rock, but for the most part, you're going to question your life choices trying to chase after these damn deer. But keep at it. You'll eventually get the hang of it and you'll have enough animal skins. Well, maybe. Oh, and quick tip on your adventures, stop, grab some clay along the way. It will definitely help out a lot for later on. If you get lost in your travels, you can press M for the map. You can hold the right mouse button down to aim the arrow the direction that you want to go. Then you get out of the map, the way that it's pointing is the direction that you want to take. So now that we hopefully have enough skins, let's go ahead and put them in the campfire and start crafting. Once that's started, head over to the workbench and see what else we need to upgrade the backpack. Gold. There are 2 easy ways to get gold early on. Go out and chop down trees to gather as much wood as you can carry in your backpack, and then head over to the blacksmith wood table in town. Once there, select all the wood that you have in your inventory and sell to the blacksmith. You're going to rinse and repeat this process until eventually you have enough gold to upgrade your backpack and maybe enough gold left over for a few extra items. However, there's another easy way to get gold early on by upgrading the town at the town board. This is the preferred method because when you upgrade the town, you get a few cool options. I like to hug the coastline when gathering because you'll find things like washed up bottles that give you glass for windows and other decorations, along with barrels and all the resources you require. After you've gathered 45 fiber, clay, wood, and stone, go upgrade the town at the town board. It'll unlock Lucky Jack and a new vendor. Head down the path next to the town board for both of these NPCs. The vendor sells the fishing pole along with a few house decorations that you probably won't be able to afford yet. Talking to Jack opens up 3 important locations marked on your map that will passively collect materials once you purchase them: the sawmill, the quarry, and the metal refinery. He also opens up a blackjack minigame. We're not going to play blackjack with him because he's a cheat and I want to throw him off his boat. I hope he gets angry every time he sees us because we're still not wearing any shoes. But head back home, collect your newly crafted leather, check the workbench for any remaining items that you're missing that you may have stored away like I did. Grab those items quickly and then go and upgrade your backpack. At this point, you should also have enough material to upgrade your workbench to level 2, so go ahead and do that now because it unlocks our next 2 key items, the shield and the boat. Head over to your anvil and craft the shield. You should still have plenty of iron from the first run you did in the mines. Personally, I like to put my sword in the first slot, shield in the second slot, wood axe in the third slot, pickaxe in the fourth, torch in the fifth, and leave food in the sixth. This allows us to equip the torch while we hold the shield, and I don't think that I've seen any other game that allows this. It's like kind of cool, and it gives us light and protection when we go to dungeons or dark places. It's pretty neat. Don't be like me and forget to spend your ability points. You've probably leveled up a few times by now, so spend those points. In the next video, we'll cover getting into the first dungeon, along with farming and taking out our first giant pack of mobs. That leads to some very cool additions that you're probably not going to want to miss. So if you liked this video or you found it helpful, I appreciate the like, or if you found something missing or that you want me to cover, go hop into the comment sections and let me know. If you want to see more Lens Island or other games, consider subscribing because there'll be plenty more like this in the near future. We're also multi-streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, so come check us out sometime and let us know if you came from this video. I'll leave the links in the description below. But thanks for watching, stay cozy, stay brave, and I'll see you next time on the island. Bye, everybody.